I gotta situate this thing so I can see it. I don't know. If the light goes out, the sound cuts out. I'll be looking down at it, but I want you guys to hear it. Here we go. Okay. As you can see, my eyes are brighter. My tail is bushier, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Oh man. Uh, I used to work at the water department. I went to work from the feed store, Campbell's feed store behind the police department, because I went to work. Well, no, Shane, my brother Shane, went to work for the water department, and then about a year later, they hollered at me and they said, "Do you think that?" They asked Shane, "Do you think that your brother would go down into a manhole?" And me being me, Shane's like, "Yeah," and I'm slim enough I can go down into manholes. So they come and got me. That being what it is, nothing finer than a shiner. So with that in mind, I'm going to tell you guys about, what does that say? Marcus in the 74, the bolt break, Greg and the line locate, Monica and the Luksi duck. Oh, I think I told you guys about the bolt break. I gotta check that mic. You got. It may take 3 stories. I don't know. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. So, the bolt break. I think I've told you about the bolt break. At the water plant down on Little River, in the yard, if you're driving past the water plant and you see the driveway with the fence, if you can imagine driving into the driveway, before you get to the building, immediately to your left, if you threw a cigarette pack out of your driver's side as you're driving into the driveway behind the fence, you would hit this line I'm telling you about. It's a huge, huge line. And by huge, I mean me and probably a team of horses could crawl through it. Big line, huge line. Team of small horses. But anyway, it's a big line. And they had a crack or a break or something. So they ordered what we call a dresser coupling. You wrap it around the whole thing, a big backhoe, whatever. You wrap it around it, and you put this dresser that you had to buckle together with lots and lots and lots. There's probably 50 bolts on it. I mean, if you're watching this, you know about it more than I do. Tell me the number. It was a lot of bolts, but you can tighten it too tight, so it's like a built-in safety. And we would use a rattle gun or impact wrench or whatever you call it. We would run the bolts down, but then they had a special wrench that you could torque it down with, and you torque it down what we call the spec. The bolts, as you're going, you couldn't do it with all the torque wrench. You had to like ratchet, 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 ratchet. Well, then the bolts would break. Break. I don't know. Break is what we called it. I had some new guy there. I feel like I've told you guys this. Anyway, so I had been there quite a few years at this point. So I was I was trusted enough to take the new guy, but the new guy didn't know me well enough to know that I was an idiot. So we were torquing. I thought, oh man, I would do that, and I twistle on this rig, and it's like a big. It was not like you could do it with your finger. Like you had to put some strength behind it, and lean on it, lean on it, lean on it, lean on it, and then when it popped, pow, you was done. Whew. That's all I was looking for. So I'm still, hey, Rod. I was always on the shit list. Always on somebody's shit list. Hey, Raj, can you? Yeah. So we had all these bolts. And I had this new guy. I was like, hey, man, finish this off for me. He's just pulling, trying to be strong, trying to show off, trying to be strong. Pow! That's what you do. I don't know. Man, okay, don't break another one. Holy shit, don't break another one. So we're going. I'll stop short. On the next one. Is that tight enough? I don't know. pow, he breaks another one. And it's kind of like a lug nut. You don't just tighten them on. You like tighten one, tighten a couple, or tighten a couple, tighten a couple, and you like, and it works. That's the way it's designed. I said, bro, oh no, let's move over here. I can't have you breaking another one. I go, oh my god. And they come by, everything good, everything's good, yay. Need a new guy. You know, and the whole city of Idaho water shut off at this point because we're working on this. Have to drain the lines, everything. It's a big ordeal. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. You can't keep doing that. So we're on the other side. He done broke two. Pow! I think he messed everything up. Let's move over. We did here, we did here. Now you got here and here. I said, let's move over here. Let's say we did the 2 and the 7, and you got like the 11 and the, let's say 4. So we went to like 4 o'clock. I said, bro, you can't break another one. Oh my god, you break another one, this whole $1,000 apparatus is scrapped, and we're all this work is done, and we're probably please don't break another one. Please, 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 for the love of God, don't break another one. This dude is like, oh, I want so bad to tell you who I think it was, but I don't know for sure if it was him, so I'm not going to tell you. It was TJ. I don't know if it's TJ. I don't know. Pow! And I come out of the hole. And Greg, another guy, Greg Ishcombe, we're standing there. What are you doing? I said, he done popped 4 bolts. And this dude is like, oh, this $1,000, I'm not going to get a paycheck. Holy cow, what do I do? What do I do? He said, he what? I said, he broke that 4th bolt. Did you tell him that's where it stops at? I wanted Greg to go, nope. Get your ass there. Quit messing with that boy. And that boy's like, what just happened? I said, bro, that's where it stops at. I'm just messing with you. He about beat me to death with that. He come at me with that wrench. I was like, hey, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. He was so scared. Oh, it's hilarious. He was so scared, so mad at me. He had talked to me for a long time after that. And he finally saw the humor in it. Man, that was funny. But when they torque, they snap, and you go, you do a 2 or 3, and you go across. You do 2 or 3, and then you do 2 or 3, and it's whatever. Yeah, he hated me, rightfully as he should. But we're friends now. If it was TJ, I'm gonna say it was TJ. TJ, if you're watching this, and that was you, I'm not sorry because it's funny. Um, if you're not TJ, I hate that I blamed you because I don't remember who it was, but it was so funny to me. And then I told the story later. It's funny to the rest of the guys. Um, the bolt break. Greg and the line locate. Um, if you guys go from Washington and Avenue N, and you go up Avenue N, going south, Madison, hang a left, in the first house to the south. I don't know the lady's name, but we were there, and we tried to locate the sewer line or water line, or and her sewer line runs at an angle. I don't know what we're doing. But Greg Ishcomer, senior, that's important because we've got a Greg Jr. coming up. He had this method. He would hold the poking rod in his hand, and he would say that he was witching the line. If you believe in it, it works. If you don't believe in it, science, Mythbusters has said it don't work. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So Greg locates this lady's sewer line, and he's pushing around, pushing around, pushing around. And he says, "I've got it," and it was nowhere close to what we thought. It didn't make any sense for her house to sit here and the sewer line to go to the road. It didn't make no sense. But the way he located it was the house is here and the road was here, and he said the sewer line goes straight out. Well, that's not how it should work. in our minds, the house should sit here, the road should be here, and the sewer line should go, so that you make a lot of her line private and a little bit of it city. But man, he's probably 20 feet away from where we all thought it went, which, whatever. He said, it's right here. It's right here, right? And he shoved this probing rod. He shoves this probing rod into the ground, and we're all talking. And we're trying to talk him out of it, but we're not trying to make him, feel better. I said, Greg, are you sure? He said, I'll stake my reputation on it. And he stuck it in the ground again. Whoosh. If you've never heard high pressure natural gas from a 2-inch poly line, he was thumping a 2-inch natural gas poly line, calling it a sewer line. And it was probably that deep, so he didn't raise up very far. He said, I'll stake my reputation. Boom! Whoosh. God dang. Oh, we laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed at that. It was so funny. He called the gas company out. They had to shut off. Oh, whatever. Stake my reputation on. Yeah. That was so funny. That's one Greg Senior story I've got. Greg and the line locate. He cost us a line locate. So now then, Monica and Luksi is Greg Senior. He worked there. This is before nepotism, before all that good stuff that happened with the city, whatever. So Greg Jr. and Greg Senior and Greg Jr. worked there back in the Caston Wilson days. Which, if you know Caston and you know Greg Senior and you know Greg Jr., they're all Indian. So every part of that went away. And I think they was hired under the Don Williams administration. None of my business. I just know what happened. So we called him Luksi, which is turtle in Choctaw, because he's big like a turtle. Somebody's waving. Oh, they're on a bike. Oh, y'all hear that? So I went honk, 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 and I heard a bike go by. But anyway, that's just a sign of respect. So Lux, which is Greg Senior's son, Greg Jr., Luksi, and then Monica, who is Police Chief Kaufman's daughter, who works at the water department. Well, I'm new. We was doing whatever, so they put me in a truck. So I think they called the truck that Monica was in. We had a double lot, and then we had double lot and a half, which is buckshot, whatever. Try not to burp. So Luxi's driving, Monica's in the middle, and I'm over here on the side. And was coming, I don't know where it was coming from. Let's say we was coming down Washington, going east in front of the skating rink, and we stopped at the light, and I saw Commander Caston and Greg. Caston and Greg rode together a lot. Greg Senior, and they was coming the other way. And they didn't know I was in a truck. For whatever reason, I had wound up in a truck with Lux and Monica. And so he was going that way. Well, I saw the truck, and I saw the yellow light over here, so I knew who it was. So I looked down, and me being crazy, or clever, I said, man, my shoe's untied. They didn't think nothing about it. So now, through the windshield, this is what you see. Well, my shoe's untied. So they're at that. When we all pull up to the light, you got Greg Senior and Caston over here, and you got Monica and Lux over here, which was me, but I ducked down. So you got Monica and Lux. Wait a minute. You got Greg and Caston over here, and you got Monica and Lux over here. Well, this is what Greg and Caston see if you look over here. This is what you see when you look this way. When we want to get somebody's attention, I'm writing down another story. Red light. When you want to get somebody's attention, instead of saying, hey, we just clack, 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 clack. We just check the radio. We're on the same channel, water department. Man, I heard that radio click, 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 because I knew they could see that Monica and Lux are sitting side by side because I took up all the room and my goofy man, my shoes untied now. I disappeared. They don't think nobody. Monica just talking, and they go click, 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 click. She's all like, "What are they clicking at? What are they clicking?" And looks, he don't know. He looks at he don't know. And Greg and Caston's driving the other way, and they're just waving and smiling, pointing. Monica, she's all serious. What are they laughing at? What are they pointing at? You had no Monica. Oh my God, you had no Monica. We get about Sonic. She looks at me and she goes, "It snapped. It snapped in her mind what had just happened." Oh, I'm still trying to tie my shoe. And she goes, "Boy, boom, boom," and hit me in the back and hit me in the back of the head. I hope I didn't turn my mic off. I didn't. Boom! She hit me like 8 or 10 times. I was like, God, the first two I tried to come up, but I couldn't come up after that third one. Like she beat me into the floorboard. You get up. They think we're sat beside each other. Get up. Get up. And I couldn't get up. She was beating the breath out of me. Holy shit, she beat me to death. God almighty, that was so funny. and then we got back to the shop. They said, "Oh, you sure was riding close together, wasn't you?" Nope, 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 no. That was Roger. I said, "Hell, I've been over here in at Unit 3 or Unit 4, Unit 2, whatever. I've been over. What y'all talking about? I played it so dumb. She about beat my ass again. Oh, she about gave it to me. Man, hell, I'm at 18 minutes. I can't do another story. I'll do. Uh, man, I think I did 3. Hmm. You know, I don't even care. I'm talking about water department. I'm gonna keep talking. It might go 30 minutes. They don't pay me to do more time, less time. Uh, Smurf, Herman Adams Jr. had started with us, and oh God, no, because now I got to write down another one. Golly, I got to write down. Oh man, I got to write down Billy in the Bank. I got a lot of water department stories. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll tell you about Marcus in '74, Red Light, and Billy in the Bank. See you in the next one. Bye.